Welcome back, everyone. It's Nikki Batgirl D'Angelo here for another vlog, a week in my life in gaming. I've been playing a lot of different things, mostly World of Tanks, a lot of XCOM, getting back into that game. But I'm here really to talk to you about Star Citizen, yet again. It's been a long week with very little new news coming out of there. They released another letter on Friday telling us why they weren't going to be releasing the patch. Now, we understand this, right? They're just trying to get everything perfect so they can release it so we can have fun with it. They see that there's a lot more emphasis on this patch than there were on others. Plus, it's the one that's most likely going to gain them some more press. And the reason for that is they're showing a lot more of the game. That being balancing of the ships, and of course racing, another mode, something where you don't have to go out and kill people. While I'm talking to you, there's kind of a farewell to Hangar 1.0 going by. I'll be going through each one of the hangars. The deluxe hangar, which is my own. The business hangar, will let that person remain nameless. And of course, the discount hangar, again, will let that person remain nameless, as they did not give me permission because I did not ask to use their name on the show. So there's a lot that's going to be coming out in this patch, and why I'm doing this walk through the hangar is to give you one of the things that's going to be changing, right? This hangar was nice while we had it, but it really did not lead to any immersion. There weren't people walking around it. There weren't any other rooms. There were there were a couple of doors that went nowhere in each one of the hangar. You couldn't get out, and there were a couple of broken graphics in some of the hangars. I found a piece of broken graphics up in my hangar, actually, by the door just behind just behind and to the left of the fish tank. I'm really looking forward to how this game starts to show its own. Oh, by the way, you see that Freelancer MIS that I just passed to my left? We'll be giving one of those out for 1,500 subscribers. But I want more going on in my hangar. I think with the inclusion of offices, places to sit down and do your work, it makes it a little bit more immersive. I want to see people walking around my hangar, and I want other rooms. I was joking around at one point, running back and forth going, I have a couple of ships that have bathrooms, yet my hangar, where I would spend most of my time when I'm on planet, doesn't have one. How about that? But we know that they just gave us the hangars as a place to put the assets, the ships, the weapons, the obstacle course, which I can't wait to see that go, while we were waiting for the game to be playable. And now that the game is playable, they could start moving us into hangars that actually do more. Oh, let me not forget, in this episode, I am giving away the Super Hornet. I have been waiting on hold. Actually, I'll be calling him in a little bit. And when I do, we'll be talking a little bit about thanking him for putting that up and then calling out the name of the winner. As I walk through the hangar, you'll see how the old hangar expanded, right? Just kept going and going and going as you got more and more ships. Now, I do have a lot of ships, and I also have many people that are very kind to me and have given me some ships. The Cartoons, a Freelancer, a Retaliator, Aurora LN, quite a number of ships, right? Somebody gave me my original Rear Admiral pack. Very nice person from Finland. Thank you very much. I know you want to remain nameless, but I really appreciate it. But there's just something about the hangar that just doesn't seem right. I don't know if it's the colors in this one, if it's the lighting, or if it's just nothing's really going on, right? It's not steam coming up in some areas. There's not noises coming from different things. Some sounds only happen as you pass things. I'm hoping all that changes. They're really doing a lot of work to make these areas of the game much more immersive, so when we're doing nothing, we can have something that actually makes us feel like we're still in the game. Never really liked the gun range. hoping that we get some kind of fun gun range where we could test weapons for our ships and also weapons like handguns and rifles for our FPS. I'm also hoping that this way of displaying weapons, just sitting on panels in the middle of the hangar, changes into an armory that we can have. All right, here we go. Let's try the obstacle course. Remember, they've reduced the gravity in this area, so it is possible to jump further. Oh, but not make it. That was pretty fun. I really like the effort that they put into these things, but it got old fast. And, how did that happen? That was just nuts. Jumping right through off one thing and winding up in front of my jukebox. Well, look at this. The jello for the elevator. I love that. I'd like an office or a place to put these things. Just don't want them hanging out in the hallway up top. I mean, they're worth a lot of money, right? And they're just sitting out here in the open. Oh boy. How fun is this? So, this is the deluxe hangar, and we're going to break before we go into the business hangar and give away the Super Hornet. And then at the very end of this video, we're going to give away this week's hangar flare, which is the piano, the Hartwell Music Sentinel. I wish they had a version of this that we could use as a shuttle. Of course, that being the Zeus. That doesn't work anymore. The towel works, though. Lots of things just thrown in up here. And I could lie down, of course, in a ship, but the cot off to the left, I can't. Here's the footlocker. Of course, it comes up, but I can't touch or don any of the stuff that's on it. But they're giving us an idea of what's going to happen when the game goes live. I did pass my calendar off. I did pass by my calendar, I should say, over there. There's the cot I just talked about. And, of course, the wonderful fish tank. Oh, and the door to nowhere. Let me in, let me in. Imagine if it was the bathroom. Let me in, come on. You know what I like? There's like this little piece of metal with wires coming out of it right there that looks like, oh, there's the broken piece. That it could be C4. You see the broken graphics over there in the corner? They don't have to fix that because pretty soon this is all gone, right? Look at that. That beautiful fish tank. I thought that this was one of the better things, and you know, I want this in an office, sitting behind me or in front of me off to the side. I want to do something nice with this. Yes, everything I have goes off at once. I apologize for all my email. Look at all the fish they added, the hermit crab, and how they seem to have AI and swim off in different directions. I wonder if it is AI or if it's just a pattern. Well, I guess it's time to say farewell to this hangar, the deluxe hangar, and move on to the business. But first, a word from our sponsor. As always, it's Monday and we're going to be having one of our giveaways, which is the hangar flare. But we have a very special giveaway this week, and it's for the Super Hornet for the 1,000 subscriber contest I was running. With me, I have Ben Lesnick. Hi, Ben. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Well, we are. I think we're all going to be doing great, and there's going to be somebody that's going to be very happy to win this Super Hornet in just a few moments. Now, the contest ran for about a month and a half, almost 2 months. Many of you sent in entries on every episode, and I thank you for that. At the conclusion of today, remember, we're still having another contest. I've been able to obtain a freelancer MIS for that contest, as I've said. This time out, make sure that each entry has all 3 screen shares in one email. Now, for the drum roll, which we don't have, and normally don't have at this point, I'm going to hit
I'll do it.
And we're going to hit the button. And here we have it. B. Hornifer. You have won the Super Hornet. And the way that you're going to get the Super Hornet is, Ben, how can they get the Super Hornet from you?
Well, if they contact you, you can pass their email address or account name over to me, and one of our crack CS folks will get the ship on their account.
Thank you very much, Ben. I really appreciate your support for the community and helping me to get the message out to the community as well.
We love what you do. I mean, anything we can do to help out your show.
Thank you. I do have a couple of questions for you from a couple of people. And I don't want to put them forward in this forum. Can we talk again later in the week?
Absolutely, I'm always available for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, that was exciting. Please don't go anywhere, though. I will still be giving away the Hartwell Music Sentinel at the end of this video. This is the business hangar, the old one. And as you see, there is no area upstairs to put everything in. It's just put over here in a corner of the hangar. They always wanted to put the room system into the hangar, but they knew that they had to create a new hangar. So this was always just a placeholder. Same items, different places. At least things are a little bit nicer in this hangar, right? You have the TV screen, the jukebox, and the fish tank right next to each other. So you could call it the entertainment area, I guess. Lighting in the hangar was never good, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest things that change in the new hangars. When PBR comes out in the new hangar and the new lighting system, things are going to be just so much more beautiful. Here we go, we're walking down towards the end of this hangar. This person has quite a lot of ships in here. Well, 3 of them are the trainers for Arena Commander, like we all have. And of course, at the other end is that useless, but ever so fun in the beginning and not so fun anymore obstacle course. Yeah, this person has quite a few ships. There's an F7C. I don't think it's an M, it's just a normal C. Oh no, that's a tracker, right? Yeah, that's sweet. I've not seen one of those up close. Wow. It's pretty nice looking. I guess they're giving the Hornet in the game similar roles to the Hornet in real life. In real life, the Hornet is anti-radiation, or in other words, radar jamming and anti-radiation missile. You also have a refueler, bomber attack, quite a few versions of it, right? Here's their gun range. Wow, I got a little bit lost there for a second. And of course, down at this end of it is the obstacle course. Let's do our jump again, see if we get through the hoop. Nope, not even close. Could you imagine? And I don't think they have a workbench. Maybe they do. The workbench would normally be down here. Just giving you an idea. Be part of the something great. And there's the 350R. Or is that the 350, the 325A? Yeah, they have a workbench over here. Still needs some work though. All right, let's see if we can go upstairs in this and see what's going on. This is a pretty hangar. Oh, this is where their... Yeah, that's where their footlocker is. Haven't been in this hangar for so long. Let's get in here. And we're going up. Nope. I have everything a little bit faster in this, so don't think how am I running. Everything's running at 175% to normal speed, so I could fit all 3 hangars in the 20 minutes that I want to do the video for. So here we go. We're going down just a little bit. Going to see what's going on at the other end. Somewhere in here is another one of those doors that goes to nowhere. One of the best things I liked about this hangar was in the beginning that white look to it. I don't know what happened. Something changed when PBR came out. I'm not sure. It looks a little bit darker and grayer than it did before. The old hangar I remember being very bright and white. I wonder if something's wrong with my settings. I'm going to have to do something about resetting my settings. Well, I guess that's going to happen in Arena Commander patch V.9. And here's that door that goes nowhere. Only there's no C4 on this one. Alright, let's cut it here. Now, I hate being redundant, but this has been my favorite hangar for quite some time. No, I don't have it because it will not fit a Constellation. This is the discount hangar. And I forget what it's going to be called next week in the patch. But to me, this is what a hangar is. Being somebody that served in the United States Navy on an LPH, which is a, I guess I can't even explain it because I believe they're all mothballed. They were helicopter carriers that in the end actually had helicopters and Harriers on board that were all owned by the Marines. But the ship was run by the Navy. So it was a gator carrier. There's quite a few things over here. Lots of pipes and stuff and access panels. But to me, this is what a hangar looks like. It's dirty, it's dingy, it's beaten up. It's not beautiful and white and bright. This is it. You know, there's oil on the floor, there's hydraulic fluid leaking underneath the ships. How do you know it works? Because there's fluid dripping. And this person only has the one ship, so they have the one ship in the trainer. And of course, there's a catwalk in here. The catwalk really doesn't serve any purpose. It's just a way to get up top and see down what's going on below. I guess the catwalk would make sense if it was about half as high. So you could actually get around the top of the ships if you needed to. And if they actually were able to move these center pieces so they could come in or go out to get closer or further away from the ship. I always use it to get a good look at the top of the ship. Look at that. Since they PBR'd it, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, it's an Aurora, but it's still freaking beautiful. Gotta love it. I love the ships in this game. Still taking our look around. So, right after this, which is coming up in just a minute, we are going to start our next drawing for the Hartwell Music Sentinel. Now's the opportunity for me to tell you what next week's prize will be. Very simply, it's going to be whatever this week's hanger flare is. We get a piece of hanger flare every month as a subscriber, so if you want to be a subscriber, go out to RSI's website, robertspaceindustries.com, and click on subscribe. And as an Imperator, you get 2 pieces of hanger flare a month, and as a Centurion, you get 1. So every month, I'm giving you guys away 1 piece of my hanger flare. So whatever that turns out to be this week, I'm giving it away to one of you all. So make sure you put down below you want a piece of mystery hanger flare. All right, let's move on to the drawing. I think we're done with this particular review. And welcome to the end of the show where we are giving away this week's hanger flare, the Hartwell Music Sentinel. I hope every one of you really wants this thing. I have no idea what it's going to look like or what it's going to do. It is a piano, that much I know. But it was given to me as part of the Phoenix package. And I thought, wow, this would be something good to give away during my Super Hornet giveaway show. So I purchased another one for $15, and one of you all is going to be the lucky winner of that. So with no further ado, and no drum roll as usual, this is going to be funny. Somebody send me a drum roll MP3. That's all I'm going to say. I could probably find one in a heartbeat, but I think it would be more pleasant to have one of you send it to me. So here we go. We are going to, oh, by the way, I mean you doing a drum roll, not just picking an MP3 off of the web. I can do that. All right, let's do this. We're going to pick the button. Wait, just one more thing. What do you think we're going to do for next week? Oh, I think we already said it. We're going to have the mystery hanger flare item up for next week's contest. Well, enough talking, enough rambling, enough moving forward with nothing. And Phil B., you have won the Hartwell Music Sentinel. Thank you so much for participating in the contest, for liking my videos and watching it, all of you. And that's all I got for you this week. You all be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.